Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. We'll just wait a couple of minutes and see if anyone joins this morning. So this morning we're going to look at foundations of yoga, and we're going to do that for the next 4 sessions. We're going to look at the foundations of yoga. So that means it's suitable for beginners. If you've never done yoga before, this is your chance to try yoga. And if you're familiar with yoga, by all means join in. There's always something to learn, even though you may have been doing yoga for years. It is great to just come back to those foundations, to a nice steady practice, to stretch out and find that inner calm and peace. So good morning everyone. Good morning Liz, morning, nice to see you. So grab a couple of cushions off your sofa, off your bed, wherever you are. If you've got a mat, by all means put that down. If you haven't got a mat, no problem. I'm going to publish this. I'll publish this in the Elements Dance and Yoga page as well, so you can watch it back if you need to. So we are going to get started. So onto your mat first of all, or on the floor. We're going to lie down. And I'm presuming, Liz, just give me a thumbs up if you can, just to say you can hear me, you can see me. All right, from there. All right, and then we'll get started. Okay. Great, let me just scroll up the comments. Bear with me. Marvellous. Fab, thank you. Lovely. Okay, so let's lie down onto our back, onto the mat. Okay, so from here, just letting the head relax, getting the feet into the mat, knees bending, and getting that lower part of the back comfortable. So just adjust your pelvic position so you're nice and comfortable there on the mat. And just take a moment. Good morning, Paula. Come and join in. So as we take a moment here, you can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Just have the arms comfortable. The arms might be out onto the sides of the floor, or rest the palms towards the navel centre, towards that lower abdominal area. I'm going to take a few breaths here into that lower abdominal area, into a diaphragmatic breath. So as we start to inhale through both nostrils, just gently try and rise up and expand that abdomen area. Then exhale, let it release back down. So gently, in your own time, the inhale, expanding, pressing into the hands gently if your hands are there, and exhaling, releasing down. Again, a few more rounds. Inhale slowly, just to bring us into this moment, just to bring us into a little bit of peace and quiet before we start our physical practice. Inhale, doming up that abdomen area. Exhale, let it release naturally, let it fall back in and down. Inhale to expand, so the inhale is the effort to expand. And just feel that that's moving your body. You don't have to expand to your fullest capacity, just know that you're moving the breath. And there's a little expansion around the abdomen area. We'll take one more in that way. Inhale, expand. And exhale, release. As you let the breath come back to natural rhythm now, just notice how you're feeling this morning. Just take a little notice around the physical body, any aches, any old injuries that you've noticed this morning. How are you physically feeling in the body? And then how are you feeling with the emotional body? How are you feeling on your stress levels today? And just take note of that. So let's start to move our physical body. From here, we're going to close the feet, close the knees together, arms down by our sides. Start to lengthen the right leg to the end of the mat and the right arm to the top of the mat, taking a breath in. And then exhale, we're going to bring the right knee to chest, hold it underneath, draw it into chest. So we're going to continue on the right side. Inhale, right leg, right arm. And exhale, knee to chest, hold underneath, give it a squeeze in, thigh to chest. So get the movement first of all. If you're brand new to yoga, you haven't done any before, get the movement first of all and then add in the breath rhythm after that. So if you've got the movement, then try and concentrate on adding in the breath rhythm. So the exhale today as we squeeze in, thigh to chest, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeezing in, thigh to chest, and again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, and take both hands under the knee this time and really give it a good hug in towards the chest. Great. From here, let's lengthen the right leg into the air. Keep a little softness at the back of the knee. Just let it be where it needs to be. Okay, toes are coming towards the shin. So take a little flex point on the ankle and then flex the ankle into what we call dorsiflex position. So just a point and flex. And as you get the ankle moving, just feel that that's starting to stretch the calf muscle, the Achilles tendons, and down the back of the hamstring. So taking that little point and flex a couple of times, and then a couple of circles round the ankle as well. Great. Then drawing the toes towards the shin to keep it still and steady. We're going to hold on to the bottom of the, or the top of the thigh, should I say. And gently start to rock forwards and backwards. A very small movement, so don't make it a big movement. Keep that softness in your knee. Just starting to lengthen and warm up the hamstrings now. So gently guide your leg forwards and backwards. And again, the exhale is going to come as the leg comes towards us. The inhale away. Exhale towards us. Inhale away. Exhale towards us. Inhale away. Keep the toes straight towards you. Take a couple more. Nice and steady, nice and slow. Good. And then hold still and steady here. And really reach the heel towards the ceiling, the toes towards us. And just see if there's any more lengthening available in the leg. Keeping the lower back into the mat. Okay. Take a breath here. And then exhale. Let's rebend the leg. Place it back to the mat and stretch both legs out to the end of the mat. As you stretch both legs out, just notice if the right leg feels a little different now in the hip and in the whole of the right leg. Does that feel different now to the left side? It should feel a little softer, lighter, a little bit more released as we've moved and released that tension. So let's place the right foot back to the mat. We're coming to the left side. Left leg now, lengthening left arm, lengthening back, inhale, and then exhale, knee to chest. Keep that moving, inhale, lengthening, and exhale, knee to chest. So if you're used to aerobics and you're used to, a quicker paced activity, then just try and stick with it, try and bear with it. So this slowing down is to help our nervous system. So if you are feeling anxious, stressed, you're not sleeping, then all of this slower yoga practice will help to bring our nervous system back into balance, back into a good place, which will tell the whole body to calm down. In turn, that will ask the mind to calm with it, and then we'll gain a better night's sleep. And we'll become quieter and more peaceful within ourselves. So that's the aim of our yoga practice. So let's take the last exhale here, knee into chest. Great, give it a good hug in with both arms underneath the knee. And then gently, our first lengthening up into the air again. So hold on to the top of the thigh. And we'll just start to point and flex the ankle. And just notice if this left side is tighter than the right side, looser than the right side. So being a body of two halves, it is different side to side in the body. So just notice. So we just take time to notice. And then that will reflect in our poses, our postures, our asanas when we get to it. Okay, start to circle the ankle round a couple of times, just warming up. So now the weather's getting damper, colder, the joints do get a little bit stiffer. The joints really don't like this damp, cold weather. I don't know if you've noticed. Keeping the toes towards the shin now, the ankle is flexing, and that softness at the back of the knee as you need it. Let's start to move forwards and backwards with the whole leg. So forwards and backwards with the whole leg. And the exhale as the leg comes towards your body. The inhale as your leg moves away. So remember, it's a small, slow movement. Exhaling towards you, inhaling away. Exhale towards, inhale away. Exhale towards, inhale away. Couple more, nice and steady. Good, and then hold it still and steady, reaching the heel, the sole of the foot to the ceiling, toes towards the shin, and just see if there's any more lengthening available in the back of your leg. Great, rebend it, and then this time we'll bring both knees into chest, hands to the tops of the knees, keep the big toes together. We're going to come into butterfly circle, so knees outwards, and then joining back together. So we get a nice outward rotation on the hips now, starting to move through the hips. Knees outwards and back together. It's nice and gentle again. Feel that the pelvis just rocks against the mat, forwards and backwards. Let's reverse the direction, go back the other way, change the direction on it. Great. And then give it a nice hug in towards the chest, join the knees together, hands underneath, and just a little rock and roll side to side. Brilliant. Hold it still and steady. Let's place the feet down one at a time. We're going to roll over onto our side now. So as you roll over onto your side, either have a cushion under your head or just use your arm under your head and the other hand to the mat. Okay, so stacking both knees bending. Struggling that one, Paula. Don't worry. Okay, both knees bending, stack your ankles, stack your knees. This time we're going to work the hips a little bit more now. So we're going to keep the toes, keep the feet together again, and just start to lift the top knee away and then lower back down. Okay, so top knee, lifting and lowering. Alright, so top knee lifting and lowering. So part of the aim of our yoga is to not judge ourselves, to accept our bodies and accept what it will give us today. So there's all these philosophy and all these lessons in the yoga practice. As much as we do the movement, there is lots of lessons for it to teach us about our ego and where our thoughts go as we start to move our body. Okay, so try not to roll back in the hips. Try and keep the hips stacking on top. You should really feel it working around the glutes and the tops of the thighs, strengthening that area. Slowly again, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Take two more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, last one, and then draw your knee forward, rest it onto the mat. You might need to give the top of the thigh a little massage out. Good. Give it a little rest and then bring it back together. Okay. So from here, hands resting on the top side of the body. We're going to reach the top leg down to the end of the mat. Take this arm overhead, take a nice little stretch, inhale. And then draw this knee to chest, guide it underneath, exhale. Leg going long, arm going overhead, nice straight line, inhale. And then exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthening out. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen, not too high, keep that straight line. Exhale, knee to chest. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, knee to chest, and relax the leg down. Fab. Let's change sides. We're going to do all that again on the other side. So just simply change sides. Get your neck comfortable. Again, knees, ankles, hips stacking on top, hand in front for support. And let's start to lift that top knee and lower. So the essence of this, keeping the feet together so the feet can rest against each other. The pelvis, as the hips stack one side to the other, we're trying not to lean back, trying not to roll your body. So keep your chest and body still and really try and isolate the movement, keeping the hips still and stacking on top of each other so that one side is not drawing back away from the other. So that should really intensify this strengthening work around this gluteal area and around that top side of the thigh and the hips. So the breath is to inhale, lift, exhale, lower. It might feel harder work on this second side, so once we've done one side, I think you can feel that there's that little bit of fatigue already coming in, and it always seems a little bit harder on the second side. Let's just do 2 more. Good. Keep it going. Great. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And then as we rest it, drop that knee forward to the floor. It gives it a little rest into the muscle area. Give it a little massage. Fab. Okay, coming overhead with the arm, long with the leg. Take a nice stretch through. And exhale, knee to chest. I'll try not to hit the table with my arm this time. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, knee to chest. Guide in with your hand. Okay, so keep the foot reaching, keep the sole of the foot reaching, keeping that flexed position with your foot. So we have this flexed position most of the time in our yoga practice. If you ever have seen any Indian dancing, they dance with this flat foot position rather than what we're used to with a pointed foot, as you would think of a ballet dancer. So we use this position quite a lot, so keeping those toes towards the shin and the sole of the foot reaching to the end of your mat. Let's do 1 more. Inhale long, last bit, exhale, knee into chest. Great, and rest that down. Fab. Let's come up slowly, coming up, press your way up, come to seated on the mat. So if you can sit into what's called Sukhasana or easy pose, do. If that's not comfortable, just sit with your legs out in front or one leg bending, one leg straightening, whatever is comfortable in your body. Okay, from here we're going to take a side to side movement. So lift the right arm up by your side, use the hand on the floor, walk that hand out and reach over to the side. Good. Inhale, lift, exhale out, changing arms. Inhale, lift, and get that nice stretch and lift through the side body. Exhale over. Let the head and neck go with you. Inhale, lift, exhale out. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lift. So as you go over, don't let the hips and the sitting bones lift up. Try and keep both sitting bones down to the mat as you reach across. Find this nice stretch through those intercostal muscles, through the ribs. Inhale to lift, exhale out, changing sides. And I think that's a lovely stretch in the morning, really to wake up through those ribs. Inhale, lift, exhale out once more. Good, and change sides. And exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale out. Great. So as you get back into this straight line position, lifting the spine, tucking the abdominals in, drawing the shoulders back. We're going to take a twist. I want you to look round to the right side. Bring your left hand forward, right arm back. Look through to the right side and try and find that turn from your waist. Okay, so turning into a twist. Then draw everything back to centre. Draw your right arm forward, left arm back, turn to your left side. Draw the back shoulder back with you. Try and get a turn from the waist. Let's do it again. Moving through and round to the right side. So breathe in, thinking long spine. Breathe out. Just see if you can draw your navel centre back to spine. Find a little bit more rotation through those abdominal and side muscles. Release it. Back to centre. Change sides. Inhale, lift. Long spine. Exhale, navel centre back to spine. Find that twist. Find that rotation. And release back into centre. Great. We're coming to hands and knees. So 4-point pose. Let's go. Hands and knees. So stack over, nice straight line. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. Fingers, thumbs spreading wide. Hips over knees. So you're not leaning back. Okay. Coming into our classic foundation of cat-cow position. So we're going to look forward. Relax the shoulders. Try and lift the tailbone. So you get that little dip in the back of the body here. Then we'll take the opposite position. You're going to tuck the chin underneath, tuck the tailbone, the end of the spine underneath, arching up into this angry cat position. So this is your cat. Then change it into the cow position, look forward, let the shoulders relax. It's trickier, this forward position. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the chin under, tuck the tailbone under, arch the spine. Inhale, look forward. So just taking time to get our spine warmed up, really moving all those vertebrae as much as you can. Tuck the head under. Look forward, try and relax and dip the shoulders down as you lift the tailbone, lift this end. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale forwards, last one, we're going to tuck under once more. Exhale, arching, tucking under. And then come back to what we call neutral, trying to find a level spine. So rather than dipping, just try and find that level. So you've got to lift the abdominals in and up. Okay, let's stretch back on the right leg. So stretch the right leg back. We're going to take the left arm forward and we're going to find a balance. I want you to turn the thumb up towards the ceiling, reach your arm forward. Okay. And then as you look forward, I'm just moving because I haven't got much space here. We're going to lift the back leg, keep that heel reaching, keep looking forward, so the thumb's up to the ceiling. Find your balance and now find your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale with control, coming back to the mat with the hand on the knee, exhale down. Great, change sides. Alright, so reach the left leg back, right arm forward, the thumb is facing up just to put our shoulder into a nice position. Start to lift the leg at the back. Okay, looking forwards, inhale. Exhale, keep long on this front arm, foot reaching at the back. Breath in, breath out, keep those abdominals tucking in and up. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, and exhale, back to the mat. Great. Tuck the toes underneath, we're coming into downward facing dog. If you don't want to go sort of down with your head and upside down this morning, then just stretch the legs back again. So one leg at a time. Otherwise, we're tucking the toes under. We'll take a breath in here. Try and press the weight into the knuckles of the hands and the fingers rather than into the wrist. Tuck under, start to lift the hips, look through to the legs. Take a breath, find your position. So you might want to step the feet out, walk the feet in, just see what feels right this morning in this sort of triangular shaped position. And we want to really lift the hips into the air. So don't worry if the knees need to bend, keep the knees bending, that's fine. Try and lift the hips, so try and lift from here, lifting the hips, even if the knees are bending. Okay, take a breath. And then breathe out, chest towards the thighs as the hips lift. Breath in. Breath out, keep the arms long and strong. Then take a little jig of the legs, one knee bending, one leg straightening, one knee bending, one leg straightening. Take a little walk of the dog. So So we'll lengthen the hamstrings a little bit further. Great, keep going. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely. And then lift those hips again. Reach the heels as close to the mat as you can. So this is about keeping a nice long spine. Look through to the legs. And exhale, knees bending back down to the mat. Breathe it out. Woo! Undo the toes. Well done. Into child pose. Head to the mat. And then just keep the elbows, the shoulders soft. And take a moment. Just round, just rest the back of the body. Take a breath. 1 more. Great. Let's come up. Okay, so walking our way up, let's come and stand on the mat now. So as you step forwards, take the hands to the fronts of the legs. We're going to do a lot of hamstring stretching today. So lengthen into the backs of the legs. Lengthen the arms down the legs. Let the body fold forward, head dangling. Back of the neck is relaxed. Okay. And now just take a little sway forward into the balls of the feet. Again, the knees might be bending, that's fine. And then just see about lengthening the backs of the legs as much as you can. And then re-bend. And then lengthen. And re-bend. And once more, lengthen. Excellent, re-bend. Okay, chin into chest. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the end of the spine under. Hands rolling up the fronts of the legs. Chin into chest, uncurl to standing. Roll the shoulders back. Great, and come into the middle of your mat. Fab. So as you get into the middle of your mat, just make sure you've got space for your arms. Just check overhead for any light fittings. Okay, so let's roll the palms forward. And we'll take a nice stretch up, press your feet into the mat, engage the thighs, tense the thighs up, inhale, lift. And exhale, reach the arms back down. Just do that once more. Nice breath in, inhale. And exhale out. Inhale up. And exhale back down. Bring the palms down to the sides of the legs. We're going to take it over to the side. So reach down the side of the right leg. Now try not to stick the hips out. Keep the hips over the ankles. You reach down to the right side. Inhale, draw the abdominals in. Exhale over to the left side. Inhale, coming up. Try that again. So try and keep the hips centralised. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, coming up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, drawing up. Excellent. We're going to step wide. We're going to come to the foundations of Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2. We're going to turn the right foot out 90 degrees. And the back heel is going to turn out slightly as well. Okay, so it means the toes are facing forwards on the back foot. As you draw the hips to the mat, the front knee in turn will bend. Keep the pelvis, the shoulders to the direction that you're looking forwards. Arms out, palms are down. Drop the shoulders down. Okay. So just make sure that your knee is a nice straight line over your shin and your ankle. Okay. So if it's not, if it's further over your feet, I want your front foot to go a little bit wider. Okay. So this is just to keep your knee safe. Knee, shin, ankle in line. Go a little bit wider with your foot if it feels like your knee is going over your toes. Okay, we don't want that position. Okay, so into Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2 pose. Turn your head over the front arm, which is over the bending leg. Relax the shoulders down. So each pose, or asana as it's called, has a Sanskrit name, an Indian name, and a Western name, which is Warrior 2. Okay, so the Sanskrit being Virabhadrasana 2. So think about the back arm, even though we can't see it, draw it back. Make sure we're keeping that nice opposition line. I want you to squeeze the back thigh now. Squeeze the back thigh. Can you tense the back gluteal muscle? Try not to lean forward. Keep a nice straight spine as we inhale. Find that strength on that back leg. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, squeeze those glutes. Exhale, soften. Inhale, squeeze that back glute. Exhale, soften. Good. Let's take a little variation now. We're going to turn the palms up. Turn your head to the centre. And inhale, stretch both legs. Inhale up, palms join overhead. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. Make sure your knee at the front feels comfortable. Inhale, lift, stretch both legs. Exhale, release, warrior two. Inhale, lift and stretch. And exhale, release. Good, bring the arms all the way down. Relax the legs. Great, toes come into centre. We're going to switch that round to the left side. So left foot turning out your 90 degrees, warrior two. Arms are coming out. Remember the back heel has to step out, a little wider. Toes facing forwards, pelvis, shoulders forwards, and then sink the hips to the mat, knee bends. So the point to remember is your knee must be comfortable in this pose. Knee, shin, ankle in line. If it feels like your knee, remember, is going over your toes, we don't want that. So send your foot further out, a little bit wider. Okay, here we go. Turn the head over that front arm. Don't let the back arm relax. Send it out. Get a nice stretch across the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, check in with the hips. Squeeze in the back thigh, back gluteal muscle, tense. And then release as you exhale. Nice straight line with the spine. Inhale, tense the back thigh, back glutes. Exhale. Inhale, tense and squeeze. Exhale, release once more. Inhale, tense and squeeze. Back glutes, relax, exhale. Turn your head to the centre line. Start to stretch the front leg. Inhale, both arms overhead. And exhale, rebend. Inhale, lengthen both legs. Palms joining overhead. Exhale, send the hips low, rebend. Inhale, lengthen upwards. And exhale, rebend. Relax the breath, relax the arms. Stretch off the front leg and heel toe a little closer in. Coming to goddess pose now. Some people call this horse stance. Both feet turning out wide to your 10 to 2 position. Both knees bending, hips coming into centre. Keep that straight line spine by tucking the pelvis, tucking the tailbone underneath, shoulders are rolling back. Okay, let's bring the hands to Namaste pose, or this is called Anjali Mudra. Think about the knees reaching back. Weight into the little toe edge, get that inner thigh stretch. Find that strength in the glutes and into the thighs, into those quads, of course. You'll be feeling it in the fronts of the thighs. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Think about the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Release it. Stretch off the legs. Let go of the arms. Good. And heel toe all the way back in to the centre. Fab. Okay, we're going to come to a balanced position now. So first of all, feet into Tadasana, mountain pose. And we're going to bring the arms to parallel forward position. So just so you can see, I'll turn sideways. Yeah. So we're going to raise both heels off the mat. Try and find a nice straight line as you lift the arms. And then exhale, heels down, arms are coming down. Okay, so again, in your own time, find the eyes focusing forward. Try and breathe in as you lift. And then breathe out as you lower. Slowly lifting in a straight line. Heels lifting. Inhale, body nice and straight. Exhale, heels lowering, arms relaxing. Again, inhale, lift, find that lift. Exhale, lower. Let's see if we can stay up for a breath this time with the heels lifted. Here we go, inhale, lift. Stay lifted with the heels, exhale here. Inhale again. And then exhale to lower. Let's take that again. Inhale to lift. Exhale, stay in here. Inhale, stay lifted with the heels. And exhale, lower the heels. Once more. Inhale, lift. Find a focus point for the eyes. Exhale, stay lifted. Inhale. And exhale, release. Okay, so just give your ankles a little shake out if that got into your ankles. Now come into tree pose. We're going to find Namaste Anjali Mudra again with a hand position, palms together. So to come to tree pose, we're going to turn the right foot out, the right knee, the right hip. Just rest your heel against the ankle for a moment. Try not to stick out the hips. Get nice and long. Draw up the thighs, draw the hips, and squeeze everything inwards. Okay. So into tree pose. Now really stay solid on that flat sole of the foot into the mat. In a moment we're going to lift this bending leg on the right side. Find a focal point for your eyes to stare straight ahead. Find something that you can focus your eyes upon, something that's not moving. Keep your eyes focused there. And then start to lift that right sole of the foot to the calf. Press it against the calf, not the knee, below the knee onto the calf. Gently turn the knee out, keep the hips forward, keep the shoulders forward. And steady the breath as you keep the eyes focused. Inhale, long breath. Exhale. Inhale. Relax the shoulders, send the shoulders downwards. Exhale. Reset if you're wobbling, or just go with the wobbles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on this exhale, gently release the leg, bring the knee forwards and step the feet together, a little bend in the knees, and then reset. Okay, so change the weight in the feet, flex in the right knee, turn the right knee out to the side, rest your heel against your ankle to start us off. Remember not to sink in the hips, so drawing the thigh up, find that strength that we got earlier in the thighs and around the hip area. Okay, try not to lean back, shoulders roll down. Find your eye focus, or your drishti point. And as you press your right foot into the mat, sturdy, lift the left sole of the foot to the calf. Knee drawing out gently, hips, shoulders forward. And breathe steadily as you keep the shoulders rolling down, away from the ears. Keep long in the body. If you get a little bit wobbly, it's fine, go with it. Long breath in, through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. Inhale both nostrils. Exhale both nostrils. Inhale. And exhale. More. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently release by drawing the knee forwards. Step the feet together. Let go of the arms. And we'll take a nice easy circle around the hips. Just give those hips a bit of a shake out before we come back to the mat. Fab. Good, so you can tell me how your tree pose was later on. Let's come back to the mat. We're going to start to come into a resting pose. Let's come back into child pose. So knees are going wide this time. feet staying together, knees wide. We're going to stack the fists one on top of the other, and then you're going to place the eyebrow centre, the third eye point, that space between the eyebrows, to the fists. So, hands onto the floor, stack the fists, elbows resting, head onto the fists, and then just adjust to make that as comfortable as possible. And we're just going to stay nice and calm and steady here, closing and resting the eyes. Using that breath now to soften the body, to soften the breath, keeping the focus to the breath. Letting any thoughts just drift out as easily as they drift in. And bringing our attention back to the breathing, to focus on this control on the breath, which will in turn ease the mind. Keeping a softness at the front of the body, relax the shoulders. Couple more easy breaths. One nice deep breath to finish. Breathe it out, sigh it out, release. And then very slowly just release the head, release the hands down to the mat. Keep the chin tucking in as you just walk the hands in towards the body, and we can lengthen our way up nice and steadily. Great. We're going to flip back over onto the back of the body. We'll just take a nice ease and release onto our back. And the first position we're going to come to is bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Come into bridge pose, palms down. A little gap between the knees and the feet. When you go up into the bridge though, don't want your knees to, I'm exaggerating, go wide. Don't want your knees to drift out, okay? Keep your knees where they are. So press the soles of the feet flat into the floor. Start to tilt the tailbone, the end of the spine upwards, and start to lift up into your bridge pose. Just to where you can. Press the balls of the feet down, the heels down, and lift the hips. Now think about those knees just tracking in. Palms are down, shoulders are down, and just a little space at the throat area. The chin lifts very slightly. Use the breath again as we stay upwards into bridge pose. Another foundation pose. Press in through the big toes. Press the big toes down this time. Inhale. Find an exhale as we lengthen down to the mat. I want to feed each vertebra from the top of the spine into the mat. So you're rolling down the spine, one vertebra at a time. The tailbone stays lifted to the very end. Keep rolling down the spine, tailbone lifting to the very end. Then relax all of the muscles in the back. Relax, relax, relax. And then we'll take a twist. Palms are going to turn up this time. Arms are coming into low V position. Draw the feet and the knees together. Roll both knees over to your right side. Turn the head to the left side. And then slowly and gently roll the back of the pelvis back to the mat. Change sides. Rolling that through again. So remember to gently turn your head away from the legs each time. Change sides. Roll gently and smoothly. And again, change sides once more. Legs to the right, head to the left. Palms are up. Shoulders are relaxed and down. Then find your way back into that central line position, into the middle of your mat. Bring the hands down. We're going to take a few moments to relax. Take the last little position, knees into chest. Okay. Then into your relaxed position, which is known as Shavasana, relaxation pose, Shavasana. You may want to just grab a cushion under your head to make it nice and soft, a nice relaxed position for your neck. The feet can stay on the floor, the knees can be bending. That's more supportive in your lower back. The traditional Shavasana is feet slightly apart and legs long, arms slightly away from the body and the palms upwards. But you need to be comfortable. So if that's not comfy, just find your most comfortable position wherever that is for you. Okay. So as you just settle into that comfy place, close the eyes, think of breathing in, and a nice long exhale now down to the feet. Relax the whole body. Breathing in, exhale, long exhale down the body, sweep that exhale down to the soles of the feet. Once more, a long, slow exhale. Relaxing the breath. As we now take our awareness around the whole body, I want you to release as much tension as possible. Let the back of the head get heavy and yet soft into the mat, into the cushion. The facial muscles become soft, the eyelids resting, the tongue drawing away from the roof of the mouth. The mouth slightly open, the teeth slightly apart, to relax both sides of the jaw. Relax both shoulders into the mat, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers, the thumbs. Feel the upper part of the back of the shoulders resting against the floor, the middle of the back, the lower back, the hips, the glutes softening, the back of the thighs, the back of the knees, the calves, the heels, soles of the feet and toes, ankles relaxing, the shins, the knees, the thighs at the front of the hips, the abdomen releasing any tension, torso, the chest, the fronts of the shoulders, the throat, the whole of the face, the whole of the head, the right side of the body relaxing, the left side of the body relaxing, the back of the body from the crown of the head down to the soles of the feet. At the back of the body, feel that contact between the body and the mat. Relax the back of the body into that solid surface underneath. The back of the body soften into the mat. Front of the body is soft and relaxed. The front of the body soft and relaxed. And the whole body together, the whole body softening, the whole body relaxing, the whole body relaxed. then as you hear my voice, very calmly take one deep breath in and out. And then notice your body. Notice the feeling, the sensations. Notice the activity in the mind. Did the mind manage to calm and stay with you? And then importantly, we're going to move very slowly just to awaken a little further, but do move slowly, don't jump up. Don't undo the good work that you've done for your nervous system to get into balance. So just start to wriggle the toes, the fingers, the thumbs, the wrist. Just start to manoeuvre around the ankles. And then just feeling what your body needs. You might want to stretch the arms overhead. You might just want to bring those knees back into chest. You could take a nice rock and roll there. So just ease your body as it asks you, listen to your body. And then place the feet back to the mat. Take time to just roll onto your side before we come up. Just stay a moment on the side of the body. And then slowly, slowly bringing your way back up to a seated position. So as you get back to your seated position, just taking a moment to come back to Anjali Mudra. And just remembering that the ego will ask you to have everything in place in your life, and then you will find your peace, your calm. But the soul is the truth, and the soul asks you to find peace. And once you find peace and harmony in your body, the rest of your life will fall into place. Namaste. Thank you for joining, everyone. I hope to see you next week for part 2. So we'll continue on Mondays on Facebook, 11 o'clock. Look forward to seeing you here, and we'll continue our little journey into the foundations of yoga. Foundations meaning we can then build upon that. And I do have regular classes on Zoom. If anybody wants any more information about the regular classes or about the rest and relax or the meditation evening, let me know. See you next week. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. Bye.